Hello, I hope you are having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today, we are recreating some Sims 2 characters in The Sims 4. I am actually working on a save file where I'm trying to recreate The Sims 2 in a way, with rebuilding, homes and lots and everything, and that also includes redoing the townies in The Sims 4. And today we're starting off with Brandy Broke. So a little bit about the Broke family, because I know not everybody's been playing The Sims for their entire lives like I have. Brandy Broke is an adult townie that you can play in The Sims 2. She lives in the Pleasant View neighborhood, and she is the daughter of Bob and Betty Newby, and they're going to be getting their own separate video. She's actually married, or rather was married, to Skip Broke, and the Broke family, don't worry, they're getting their own video too. Her and her family live in a trailer out of the way in the neighborhood, and her life is a little bit hectic because, she's got a rebellious teenage son, Dustin, and then she's also taking care of and raising Beau on her own. And little does she know, and you find out later on as you're playing, she's pregnant with another one. So she's gonna have to be raising this baby, Beau and Dustin, all on her own. And it's really difficult for her because Dustin is a little bit of a troublemaker. Now, according to her biography in the game, she is known for being kind-hearted, sometimes a little too kind-hearted. But for those of you who didn't play The Sims 2, traits were a little bit different. It's not like how in later Sims games, how you got to just select different aspects of your Sims that you wanted. It was kind of like you dumped points into different things about them. So if your Sim was more neat or lazy, or if they were kind of smarter or not, or you'd kind of put them on a scale of what their personality would be like. And for Brandy, she was an Aries, she was sloppy, and she kind of landed a little bit more on the outgoing side, but she wasn't super outgoing. She was a little bit more lazy, and she was, I'd say, split in the middle when it came to being serious and playful. And same thing with between being grouchy and nice. She was kind of split in the middle, if that makes any sense at all. But some of her skills that she had was that she was pretty good at cooking. She was almost maxed out on cooking. She mechanical, she probably knew a screwdriver, and cleaning, not so much. That trailer was a mess. She also has the family aspiration. I forgot to mention that. Now, the Broke family is well known for being broke. It's literally their last name. They are known for having financial struggles. And as I said, they first appear in The Sims 2. And I also mentioned earlier that the family consists of Brandy, her two sons, Dustin and Beau, and there was a husband. His name was Skip Broke, and he died in a very suspicious pool incident, specifically involving a pool ladder. And if you notice in their trailer, which you'll see once we get to the speed build of their home, they do have a very small pool in the backyard that's literally maybe 4 tiles. So once he passed, they had absolutely nothing. They were already broke. They were broke after that. Now, Brandy, she was working. She had a job as a drive-through clerk, and then she got married, and she had gotten a promotion. Unfortunately, both of her parents had passed. She had Dustin, and then Skip had passed, and she had Beau, and she quit her job. So when you join the family to play her, she's currently unemployed. And when you join the family, the only person providing any kind of income is the teenage son, Dustin. And he is not providing that income from very credible ways. Dustin, along with being in high school, is in the criminal career, and he is working as a street hawker. Now, I had no idea what a street hawker was, so I did have to look it up. And according to my oh so detailed Google research, a hawker is a vendor of merchandise that can be easily transported, and the term is roughly synonymous with a peddler. So I imagine he's kind of like just scamming people. Now, unfortunately for Dustin, his father did pass shortly after he became a teenager. So he quickly kind of became like the oldest male in the home. He's dating Angela Pleasant, and of course, like I said, everybody's going to be in this world, so the Pleasants are going to be redone as well. Now, from their memories in the game, it seems like him and Angela may have been childhood friends, and that kind of led to them dating. Him and Angela's father, Daniel, are absolute enemies, and he hates that they're together. And quite frankly, I would hate my daughter dating somebody like Dustin too. He is not a super good influence. I know he's been going through a lot, but he's not a very good influence. Now, some of his skills, he's a pretty good cook, he's not a super great mechanic, and also not very clean as well. When it comes to his personality, he's very similar to his mother. He's also an Aries. He's a lot more sloppy than neat. He falls in the middle when it comes to being shy and outgoing. He's a little bit more lazy. He's in the middle of being serious and playful, and he's also in the middle of being nice and grouchy. And his aspiration is actually to have fortune. He wants money. So Dustin is the only broke family member to be in The Sims 4. He comes with Get Famous, and he lives in Del Sol Valley, and he is a pre-made townie there, but he's not playable immediately. You can play him if you marry him or add him to your family, but he comes as a young adult male sim, and he works as a senior manager, and he is single. He's lazy, hot-headed, a geek, business savvy, and his aspiration is to be fabulously wealthy. So we definitely kept that going. He does have a couple of fame quirks. So he has the emotion bomb and refined palate. And as for his skills, he has level 2 charisma, level 4 logic, level 2 media production, and level 3 mischief. He is not super fit anymore, and he is a 3-star celebrity with a bad reputation. Now, he doesn't really have anything to do with his previous self in like The Sims 2 or anything, because as we know, The Sims 4 is on a separate timeline for some reason, and I kind of feel like he's just kind of thrown in there just for, you know, longtime Sims players to be like, oh my gosh, it's Dustin! So with that being said, the older Dustin Broke that comes with Get Famous will not be in this save. Now, when you join the family, Bo is 2 days away from becoming a child and has not learned any skills. He's close to completing walking, and he's kind of a decent way through potty training, but he does not know how to talk at all. And honestly, I attribute this to Skip's passing and maybe Brandy kind of mourning and not putting the effort into Bo that maybe needed for these skills. And that's not me trying to blame her or shame her or whatever. You know, she was grieving. Now, obviously his skills aren't there, but when it comes to his personality, he's a Gemini, and he is a lot more neat than the family. He's more in the middle, leaning more on neat. He's pretty outgoing. He's definitely still kind of lazy. He's a lot more serious than everybody else, and he does lean a little bit more grouchy, but he is still kind of in the middle. And his aspiration, well, he's a toddler. His only aspiration is to grow up. So for the build, I did do it in Willow Creek. I think I'm gonna turn Willow Creek into Pleasant View. I may change my mind and make Newcrest basically Pleasant View. We'll see, but right now it's in Willow Creek. So for this, I didn't use any custom content in the build, and even for Create a Sim, I don't think I used any custom content. Now, I'm not opposed to using custom content. I probably will. I know when it comes to the Create a Sim stuff, either way, whether I use custom content or not, it's probably going to say on the gallery that it has custom content, just because I do have like skin overlays or I do have like a eye color replacer thing that changes the way the eyes look. So either way, when it comes to that, it's gonna say I have custom content. But if it's stuff that I remember where I got it from, I'll definitely link it in the description so that you can download it as well. And I'm trying to use as little custom content as possible. When it comes to Cass, I'm sorry, I need to use custom content eyelashes, them EA eyelashes. The EA eyelashes are not it. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure for this build, I did not use any custom content, but if I do in the future use any custom content for a build, again, I'll link it below. I tried to get it as close as possible to how it looks in The Sims 2, and I think I did a pretty decent job. There are some things, unfortunately, that just like aren't there and I can't replace. Like you'll see later on in Dustin's room, we don't have pinball machines in The Sims 4, so I had to put like that giant arcade machine thing. Total side note here, but if you want to help me build The Sims 2 and The Sims 4 and want to be a part of making these builds, you can join me on stream. I am working out getting a stream schedule set up right now. However, if you follow me, you'll get notified when I go live, and I like to listen to music and chat with you guys and build and get your input on how the Sim should look when I'm redoing the Sims or building the homes. So if that sounds like fun to you and you want to get to know me a little bit more, come join me on stream. I'm at plumxafyt. I also have it linked in the description. I will say here in the kitchen, I started to place custom content counters and I didn't realize I was because I was just filtering it by the color. And when I loaded the game back up later on to take screenshots, I realized that it was custom content counters. So I did change them to base game counters. So they should be perfectly fine to download and the counters still show up. Now with Bo's crib out here, I totally forgot that there's like, you have to use the toddler beds in The Sims 4. I was just going off of the look of it from The Sims 2. So I did go back when I loaded back up the game and I changed the counters. I also changed that to a toddler bed so he can actually sleep in it. So the pool is coming up and it's actually a little bigger than I thought. I made it. Okay, it's actually 12 tiles, I think, but it's still small. And the reason it's so mysterious too is that it's a tiny pool, you live in a trailer, and then your husband dies and suddenly your bedroom looks amazing and you're struggling broke. So I have heard rumors that people speculate that she used the money from his insurance to buy a whole bunch of new bedroom stuff and didn't renovate the rest of the house or anything. I don't know if that's true, but here we are. Here's the end of the build with the trailer. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and also follow me on Twitch so we can hang out and do builds together. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.